Hello everyone. So in this lesson we're going to talk about computer, what is a computer. Then we're going to talk about input and output devices. And we're going to do the activities on code.org. We're going to start solving activities on code.org and solving the worksheet. So starting with the big question, what is a computer? As a definition, or as a vocabulary, a computer is a machine that works with information. And as a definition, computer is an electronic device that store information. We can get information from it and we can insert information on it. Now, what is the procedure or the process helps us to insert information inside the computer, inside the machine, or take out information from this machine. We have different ways to do that, depends on what computer we are using. Uh, First, computers are categorized into different categories. We have the well-known computers that we use it at home, in the labs, the laptops and desktop computers. We have seen them. We see them like in our home and in our school. If we go to Google and insert computer in the search and check the images, we will see a lot of examples. So we have laptops, we have desktops. Then we will be talking later on about what the component of computers. Now we're going to talk about this exercise. So we have different images, different examples of computers, of machines that include computers, and we have things that are not related to computers. We will have to draw a cycle or line inside, let's say, a line or cycle on devices that are computers. So on the first picture, it is obvious that this is a computer. You see, let's say, just draw a cycle. In the second one, we have smartphone. Smartphones are actually considered as computers. So we do draw a cycle here. So this is also a computer because it has information. We can take out or insert information on it. Headset, it's not a computer. We just listen to music on it. Tablet, it's like a smartphone. We can use it. It is a type of computers. So we draw a cycle here. Printer, it's not a computer. It is a component of computer. Okay. The old telephone, it's not a computer because we cannot like share information on it. We only share voice connection on it. So we have this. Also, we have this machine. This is actually a computing device used way long time ago. It was used to do some mathematical operation. So this is a computer, but it is not an electronic device. A simple telephone also, it's not a computer. The washing dishes, it includes a system. We can have like an embedded computer in it. This is called embedded computer because it has like buttons, it has a system, it has a timer. This is like a specific system for this machine. So it is type of computer. Flash memory, it's not a computer. Traffic lights, is it includes also an embedded computer. So an embedded computer, it's a system or a computer that is embedded inside the machine and allow this machine to do some specific instructions. So this computer will has a timer. For example, in every 30 seconds, this light will change from green to yellow to red. So yes, it has a computer. We draw a cycle here. And the car, now we can see inside each car, we have like a small screen. The screen will tell us what to do. For example, the sensors of the car will beep each time we get close to an object. So it has a computer. It is not a computer, but it has a computer. This is not a computer. This is not a computer. DVD player, it has embedded computer also because we can play, stop, and it has a system. So yes, it has remote control, radio, and the satellite, no. But we use the satellite to like have a network connection between one device and another. Okay, so this question was to draw a cycle on each box that has a computer, that include a computer or is a computer. So normal laptop, smartphone, tabs are computer. This is a calculating device used way a long time ago for mathematical operation. The washing machine, it's not a computer, but it includes a computer. It calls an embedded computer. Also, we can like think of the printer the same way as an washing machine because it has like a system for it. So it is an embedded computer. Same for traffic lights, same for cars, and same for DVD player. Moving on. Okay. So a computer is actually used to help us solving a problem. So if we want to think of a computer more, we have to think of the problems of the information that we can get from this computer. So back to these images. So what information we can get from the computer car? We can get like, for example, the temperature of the car. We can get the sensors. We can get the, for example, if we have any broken, if we have any issue with the car, it will tell us, the screen of the car will tell us. Another information we can get from, for example, the washing machine, it will give us like the timer of the dishes, water, the temperature also. From the tab, smartphone and computer, normal computer, we can get any information that we need because we have internet connected to these devices. Okay, again, computer is a machine that works with information. Now, what is a computer? We will see in the live lecture what you guys think of computer, what are your opinion on computer. Now, speaking of input and output devices. So, input devices are information that the computer gets from the user devices or other computers. In other words, input devices are devices, we use them to insert information inside the computer. For example, the keyboard, I use the keyboard to insert, for example, text inside the computer. Scanner, we use the scanner, it's a device, we use it to insert papers inside the computer as images. And the output devices are devices, we use them to take out information from the computer. For example, the printer print out the images as a paper. Another example of output devices is the printer. Printer also print, okay, we said the printer. The music we listen in the, for example, headphone, it is taking the song from the computer and we're listening to it using headphones. Okay, so how do computers use input output to get and give information that we need to solve problems? So this is the big question of this day. So going now to code.org, we have some activity, we need to go over them. So we have activity 2, 3, 4, and we have some questions here, two questions. So first question is a pet chooser. This is the pet chooser. We have this application on the left screen, and we need to check what are the input of this screen, of this application, and then what are the output of this application. So let's start with the input of this application. Once we click run, so we need to click here to start. So click here to start is a button. So this button is an input because once we click here, it will give us an information. So input, click here to start is an input. We write it here. Okay. Now let's click. So the two options, it is asking us a question. So two options, yes or no. These, yes, no, are input devices, are input buttons, okay? So if we click yes, it will give us an answer. If we click no, it will give us another answer. So let's try yes. Another two options, cute and creepy. Okay. So these are input options. So let's say cute. Should the pet be noisy? So yes or no. Another yes or no. This is yes, no. Input options, let's say no. And we have the final result. So these are the input of this application. Now let's think of the output of this application. The text inside the screen are output. It is showing the user what he or she needs to do. So the text are output. Okay, so any text, let's say any text on the screen is output, let's say message. Okay, now moving on. The result of each button, is also an output. Okay, so if I click yes or no, it will give a different result. Okay, so yes, it will give us a result that are related to allergic pets, and no, it will give us another result that are not allergic. Okay, so if I click no, it will give me different options. If I click yes, it will give me also different options. Do you like going outside? Let's say yes, no, cute, very cute, medium cute. So also the final result, the image, final result, the image is an output device also. Okay, so this is about the pet chooser. So let's go over it again. So any text on the screen is an output device, is an output information. Any button we click is an input. So if I click here, it will give me the first question. If I click yes or no, it will give me different options. Yes, it will ask me if I want a cute or creepy pet. Let's say creepy. If I want to play with this pet or no, this is a question, no. So it will give me the final result, which is a scorpion in this case. Okay, so as we can see, for each option, we have different result at the end. Okay, so this is about first question, pet chooser. Finish, continue. Now about the story creator, we have same question, two question, what are the input and what are the output? So if I click run, I have to put data here. Okay, so let's say Hassan, color blue, food burger, emotion happy, city, let's say Sur. So these information that I'm inserting are input information. Okay, so here input are the information I am inserting. Okay, on the same screen we have like labels and the title, big title, and labels. Okay, title, big title is the one that says fill the blank to create a custom story. Labels are name, color, food, emotion, and city. Okay. These are output. Input, we said the information that we did insert. So Hassan, blue, burger, happy, and Sur are the information that I did insert. Now I have two buttons. Two buttons are input information, input buttons. So the two buttons are input buttons. So if I want a sci-fi story, or a Western story. So let's start a sci-fi story. I will have like a simple story about the buttons that I did press. So the final story is an output story. Okay, so the final result here on the left screen is the final output of this application. Okay. So third question is you have to think of an idea of an application of yours. Okay, let's skip this one. So you need to think, each student in the class need to think of an idea of an application. So what it does? So let's say a gaming application. Okay, so let's say this application, the gaming application, is a shooting or an online application, online poker. Okay, so what are the input of this application? You need to think. So the cards are input, choosing like bets, the bets are input. Okay, the output are who's winning. Okay, this is one example of an application. Now each student in the class need to think of an idea of application and fill in this table. Okay, so to wrap up these two lessons, which are one lesson in So computer is an electronic device or a device that help us get information or insert information in it using input and output devices. So we have input devices to insert information inside the computer, and we have the output devices that will give out information from a computer. The screen is an output device. The keyboard is an input device. These are examples. We will talk more about it in the live session. You will have to solve these questions also on code.org. And this is it about this lesson. Thank you all.